Yes, guys, welcome back to SFeatleyTV. We're back for another week. And first off, I want to just apologise. I didn't do the match reaction. I was absolutely sonked out for the count. So the doctor didn't tell me I had no blood. So I had to have emergency blood transfusion on Monday. So I'm now pumped up and ready to go. As literally pumped up. Right? That's what they did yesterday. Manny, how are you?
As long as you're pumped up, so am I. Good to see you back, Mr. Featley.
Right. Before we get into the transfer, I've just got to go through something really. Like, I've been kicking up a little bit of a storm. I think I've pissed off a lot of people that are Arteta on Twitter. Right, and my God, there are some really deluded fan accounts that fuck me. Yeah, probably the reason why we're in a shit state. Yeah, this. And it all stems from this first statement this one guy put out. Right, he had a picture of Saliba, Holding, Ben White, and Zinchenko. Now Zinchenko and Saliba, fine, good defenders. Right, not world class yet, no, but they're good defenders. Right, Gabriel maybe, Ben White, like, do me a favour. Oh, yeah, do me a favour. Right, so yeah, like I said, and he said, this back four is the best defence with Holding Ben White. It's the best defence in the Premier League. We got the best squad. We got the best defensive depth in the Premier League. You can't say otherwise. No one can tell me otherwise. So I told him otherwise. I told him, if you're making that sort of a comment, it's stupid and dumb. Right? Stupid and dumb. It is a stupid and dumb comment to say that we have the best defensive lineup in the Premier League when we conceded 47 goals with Ben Shite in the team. Right? By the way, he loves to then boast about how Ben White did the most tackles this weekend. Oh yeah, he's so shit. Well, let me educate you a little bit, mate. Let me educate the Silver Fox. Okay. Let me educate you. How many goals did we conceded last season? How many? Was it 42, 40, 45, 47, I think it was, wasn't it? Like, Brighton conceded less. Wolves conceded less. Palace conceded less. We only conceded 5 less than Burnley got relegated. Right? Relegated. Right? What did we do the season before without your beloved Ben Shite? Right? 42 goals. Facts. Right? Real improvement. He's really improved us. But he only did it in one game to this weekend. Oh, yes, he's better. He's fucking sliced bread, isn't he? Right? Mate, he's about as soggy as what you dip bread in freaking gravy, innit? Like, you could dip anything. You could dip anything in. You could dip any sort of fucking piece of bread in gravy, baked beans. It all goes soggy. That is fucking the Ben White, right? He was dealing with fucking Zaha, and even in then he was struggling, right? Could you imagine against Erling? You're telling me Ben White is going to be able to hold off Erling Haaland? Give me.
What's up with Nunes? Don't forget.
Oh, Nunes, Diaz, Luis Diaz gonna so Erling Haaland, Nunes, and Diaz are gonna so violate him. They're gonna upload it to Pornhub. I'm telling you, mate. I'm telling you. You're telling me this is the best defense in the league with this manager? Are you serious? Are you serious? Give me strength, right? I literally had to double check my phone yesterday, right, to make sure I wasn't hallucinating from my blood transfusion, right? with some of the idiotic comments coming from some fucking no good, stupid twat, right, on Twitter that can't accept that this manager is no fucking good. 380 million, right? What has he done with it? He has spent it all, and we still ain't got top 4. We got, what, the 3rd most wins last season. What does it fucking matter? We're now in Europa League. We're not in the Champions League like everyone expected. Right? We got jumped by Conte, who was gone out of it in fucking March. Right? So what does it fucking matter if we had the 3rd best of fucking wins in the league? Who's gonna fucking remember that? Fucking think. Stop acting like 12-year-olds. Right? And you need your fucking parents for permission to be on Twitter. Right? And fucking use your brains. Right? Literally think. Seriously. Because what you're saying is complete bullshit. Bullshit. Sorry, I had to say it, because I'm sorry, I'm fucked off with it. Right? Manny, man, like, you've been taking some of it. What is it? This Cone Teta prick? This King Teta prick? You can check his, like, I'll put the link in for his Twitter account. You can go find it. Like, honestly, some of the fucking things they're saying, they're like, You're wondering if they actually passed their 11 plus. Did he actually get any grades in their fucking year 6 stats? I'm not even joking. Tell me, talk to me.
I mean, look, it's like, the worst part is, Stephen, you express an opinion, yeah? You agree with someone that, as well as we did, we could have done better. We still have some areas on which we can...
Sorry, maybe I said was probably something a little bit strong, right? But that comment was stupid. That comment about having the best defence in the league is stupid and dumb.
It is.
If you can't fucking... If you get hurt by that, as you're calling me out and saying because I have my opinion. Get off fucking Twitter, mate, then. Right? Get off Twitter, because you can't handle it.
Exactly. But as I said, the worst part is that these
man. There's a lot worse than me around, man. Trust me. Right? And you probably say he's sitting there saying, I'm riding off League Gunner. I ain't watching fucking League Gunner in 3 months. How the fuck would I know what he's thinking? How am I supposed to know what he's thinking if I haven't watched one of his videos in 3 months? Because I've been busy doing my own channel, you daft prick. Right? Honestly. Think about it. Right? God.
Exactly. You know, they just come in like trolls replying to any unfair, honest comment you make. And they fire some cheap shots at you saying, what are you expecting? You're expecting more. You can't see the progress that's being made. You're blind as...
I'm expecting my health to come under fire next. If they come under fire, if they bring my health under fire, I'll go fucking find them in this country.
Yeah. I mean, I'd love nothing better than to expose these morons right now.
Because trust me, Manny, right? There's definitely a lack of donors on the register list.
I'm right.
I'm not a surgeon.
I'm right. Bleeding out.
I mean, like, honestly, the only thing they need is a brain transplant. I'm not joking. Big up, James. Hope you're doing well. We'll be talking about Everton today, actually. Hit the likes and subscribe. Big up, James. Stephen and Manny, big up. It's my birthday today. Big up yourself, Craig. Happy birthday. Hope you're doing good. Big up as well. It's nowhere near the best defence in the league. No, mate, do you want to fucking tell them that? James, tell me what your Twitter is. I'll send you the tweet, and you can apply it yourself, saying it's stupid and dumb. That is all I have said. And he wants to come saying, he's good at stupid and dumb. You can't call me that. Jesus Christ, I could have called you a lot worse. Right. Thanks for coming on last night. You seem you rested. I was rested until I woke up this morning, as usual. Right. You know what I mean? I'm not. James. That's probably not a bad thing. You know what I'm saying? Right. Not on Twitter. That's not a bad thing. But anyway, we're gonna move swiftly on. Big birthday wish, respect, no worries, mate. We're gonna move swiftly on. Man United. Now, if there's a Man United fan in the chat, please do let us know, because you're in a bit of a crisis, aren't you? Aren't they a bit of a crisis, Manny?
They are. I mean, people who live in glass houses shouldn't throw stones, but we won our first match, so we're not in a crisis yet. But they had an even worse transfer window.
We got Arteta. We're permanently in a crisis.
Yeah, but then their transfer window, mind you, was pretty much as bad as us, because they had areas they needed to refresh. They needed to get some proper players for specific positions. They ended up getting a few players in other positions. They don't even have a good third goalkeeper either. It's basically De Gea and Tom Heaton. And I think now they're at a stage where they might have to panic buy. Do they even know who would help them? It's ridiculous. I mean, Martinez has come in. He might be decent in the long run, but by all accounts, he was anonymous against the Albion. And it was really hard to see how some of the other players in that team really, gave themselves any credit. I don't think they did. Rashford seems to have been given a second chance, and yet, the jury will still be out on him. And are Man United that desperate that they're after Arnautović? I think it's a rhetorical question, James.
I know we got Arteta, man. They've got Ten Hag, but fuck me. Are they that desperate? Oh, my life. Fuck me. You were saying, I'm sorry. Go on, you were saying.
Yeah, so it looks as though that they haven't done their homework on what they need, and I don't even know if Ten Hag has been able to exert any kind of authority.
I don't even think they had homework. Like when the miss gives the homework, and then they said, I didn't know you had homework, and didn't hear it. Mate, like Ten Hag has probably gone into that game against Brighton thinking, that's all right. We had a good, decent pre-season. Like, we'll see what comes up against Brighton. Brighton turn him over, and he's like, "Oh shit! Now he realizes what he's in for," and that's why now you've seen all this mad rushing. Arnautović, Milinković-Savić has been linked. They've agreed apparently a deal with Rabiot from Juventus. Adrian Rabiot. Do you think that's a good signing, or is that
never sign a player whose agent is a family member? I seriously don't see this ending well. I seriously don't see this ending very well. I think you might remember, or maybe you don't, but Manchester United fans will remember the problems with Sergej Romero and his wife, who was rather rambunctious, for want of a better word, on social media. She never got tired of, flapping her jaws at times, trying to defend her husband and so forth. Don't get me wrong, the bloke was a fine professional and he was very badly treated by Ollie, but, sometimes in that position, the best thing to do is just knuckle down and tell your wife, stay away from social media, shut your trap, let me deal with this, okay? I know.
By the way, I've just got it confirmed from, I'm just going to confirm it from Fabrizio. People saying about Arnautović, from Fabrizio already. Man United won't sign Marko Arnautović this summer. Deal off, and talks will not continue after opening bid turned down by Bologna. So he's staying in Italy for now. But
interesting.
We'll go on about Timo Werner in a minute. But go on, you were saying.
Yeah. So in the same way, when it comes to, sometimes if families get involved, it can be really messy. Yeah. So with Rabiot's mum doubling as his agent, it can only get a little bit messy because, I don't want to perpetuate any stereotypes, but You've heard of the term mother's boy, haven't you? I think Rabiot must be a big mother's boy if he wants to have his mum as his agent. And when you have a situation where that happens, if she starts, saying something unsavoury, who knows what will happen? Agents can sometimes be pot stirrers.
Oh, you can't get on.
In fact,
can't get on the bad side of a mum. No way. Man United and Juventus are ready to complete the Adrian Rabiot. I spot the first name wrong. Deal as agreement has been reached on Monday, but personal terms are still in discussion. Talks ongoing between Veronica Rabiot, I take that seriously, his mum, and Man United after direct call between Ten Hag and Adrian yesterday. So that looks like it's on its way out. I'll talk about fucking Arsenal in a minute, and also Everton. You were saying?
Yeah, so I mean that's pretty much it. Never sign a player who has a family member as an agent, especially if it's a mother. It can only be bad. If it's a wife, it's just as bad. I mean, you might also remember Samir Nasser and his girlfriend Anara Atanes, and the pot stirring she did after her beau was dropped by Deschamps from the World Cup.
It'd be interesting if they got a divorce, wouldn't it?
Huh?
Yeah, it would be interesting if your missus was your agent, and then you got a divorce.
This is one of the.
She'd set you up with a really shit deal, wouldn't she? Let just to spite your face.
Exactly. This is why they say you never bring your work home and you never involve your family in your work. Big mistake. And I'm sure people in the chat will agree with that.
Oh, absolutely. Big up games this year. Hope you're doing well, my friend. Make sure you hit the like button and hit the subscribe button as well. Don't know how it's jumped to 1.2k yesterday. I don't know why. It might be a glitch. I'm still thinking it's a glitch, but at the moment it's holding steady at 1.27. So if it stays there, then big up to everyone who was subscribed overnight. So big up to everyone. So, but YouTube has these glitches every once in a while. By the way, this transfer stream will not be long. 8 p.m. I will do the Arsenal gossip column. I will be trying to get an Arsenal fans on, but I needed to have a sleep beforehand because though I've had blood, I'm trying to ask the hospital to get blood in for Thursday as well, so that way I can feel even more better than I am now. So that way I can keep up with what's going on in terms of the football. Apparently Arsenal won't sign a winger until they sell Pepe. Well, that means we ain't getting a winger then. And he won't play fucking Pepe just out of spite. And I said this before on any other shows. We've got 32 players on our books, but he will not play that squad full strength squad and will sacrifice some of the team's performance because of stubbornness. Instead of just biting the bullet for the sake of the team. Right? To rest the team for Europa League games, right? So we can play during the league as well. He will just play them through every single game until they're worn out. I'm guarantee you, by December we'll be worn out for the count. I'll tell you. Right? And it will get knocked out in the third round in the FA Cup, get knocked out in the League Cup, and we'll get knocked out in the Europa League because we're just knackered. Guarantee it. I can guarantee it. Because that's his squad management.
Yeah, exactly.
Anyway, speaking of Arteta, he said he wanted more signings.
Yeah.
I think what happens on the weekend against Leicester, whether Tielemans plays or not. If he doesn't play, I think he's on his way after Arsenal. If he is playing, I don't think he's coming. Right? But I already hold my little feeling out. He's not coming. But other Arsenal news: Hector Bellerin's agent in London today, as he met with the Arsenal board, been told meeting took place in the morning. Discussions ongoing to terminate the contract. Good. Bye. Piss off to Spain. Go wherever. Don't care. Bye. Mission already. Stay over there. We don't miss you. Bellerin asked to return to Real Betis as soon as possible. It's his priority. Well, good. You can stay there then. Right? You can stay there. What else have we got? That's it on Arsenal, really. There's not much else to say about Arsenal right now. I've gone quiet. We'll go on Chelsea. But obviously, they beat Man City to Cucurella. We all thought it was a prank at first, which was funny. It was a prank because Cucurella said he hadn't done anything, and then he goes and decides to win him anyway. So, I'll find out how much it cost. To be honest, Cucurella. What do you think of the signing for Chelsea?
Top quality signing. I think, if memory serves me right, they've let Marcos Alonso go, so they wanted to have a decent left back. And it's interesting, when you take a look at the way Brighton played, their wing backs, Lamptey and Cucurella, and whoever else was coming in ahead of Lamptey when he was on the bench, they were the ones who would lend that sort of impetus to the team going forward. And I'm really surprised that no other teams have come in for Tariq Lamptey, because he is quality as a wing back and someone who can bomb forward. But as is Cucurella, and certainly when he came on against Everton, he looked the part, he looked well settled, and he definitely added value. And that's another example of how Chelsea, when it comes to their transfer policy, they look for players who can actually add value for specific positions, do their homework properly, and get the players they want. And those players, in turn, end up becoming bargains for the team and enjoy really good years with them. And then, of course, when they start to tail off a bit, bye-bye. I mean, that's the way Chelsea are running. That's the way United used to under Alex Ferguson. Cucurella's quality. And, you know, City's loss is Chelsea's gain, although, to be fair, they have signed João Cancelo, who, of all things, is wearing the number 7 shirt, vacated by Raheem Sterling.
Well, to be fair, Chelsea, so just to confirm, Chelsea have signed Cucurella on an initial deal worth £56 million with the possibility of £7 million in add-ons, so that's £63 million in total. So, if you count it all up. So, yeah, it's a good deal for Chelsea. They get a fullback that's quality, especially with some of their fullbacks have not been great. And I think Cucurella will do well there. It depends on how far Chelsea will go, like how improved is that team under Tuchel. And Tuchel is a big season for him, because if he doesn't perform, he will be gone. He will be gone. He will be gone by the end of the season if he does not perform this season. So, at minimum, he shouldn't be letting Arsenal up above into the top 4 at least. Why is Arteta going after 19 games? You see, I have not got the funniest idea. I don't know. This manager had his own clue.
2 words: Project Youth. That's all.
Oh yeah. All the excuses, all these Twitter wankers to keep telling you. Love it. It was around 60 minutes. Brighton must invest that money on a striker who can at least get 15 goals a season. It got a very valid point there. Can you see Graham Potter being the next England manager? If we have a shit Qatar World Cup, then yeah. If we have a really good one like we did in the Euros, then no. What do you say, Manny?
I don't think we're going to have as good a World Cup as we did the Euros, because we're in a tough group with Wales and the USA. Iran are also
we're winning it. We're winning it.
Okay, even if we win the group, I mean, we're going to come up against some. We're not going to win. Yeah, but what's the guarantee that we'll have as good a run as we did in 2018 and 2020? So.
You mean 21?
Okay, I'm being toxic and negative. Whatever. But
we're all toxic negative over here. Don't listen to us. Yeah. We have standards, you see, that are of the highest defenders in the world. Maybe I look to defenders of Tony Adams, Winterburn, Dixon, Bold, David O'Leary, not Ben fucking Shite in the holding. I don't get a wank off them, trust me.
Yeah. So,
Mate, fucking hell. I was 7 years old, and even I still fucking knew who Adams was. And I knew he was, even at 7 years old, he's better than this shit than we've got.
right. So to answer
Sorry.
your question, to answer the birthday boy's question, no, I don't see Potter becoming the manager, and I don't think Potter would want it. I think Potter, unlike
chalice.
Arteta,
Gambling poison chalice.
Allardyce found out.
Yeah, only good players Arteta signed only good players Arteta signed was handed to him by Pep. I don't see him signing world-class players on his.
He signed Willian Borges. That says it all.
Oh fuck me! Do you have to go back to Willian? Did we have to go back to Willian? Did you have to do that? Did you have?
No, I'm sorry, but that just emphasizes the point. He isn't capable of signing any world-class players.
Fucking hell. Mate, this club's dead. This club's dead. And do you know why it's dead? Because wankers on Twitter, social media, right? But we won the third most of our games, but we didn't finish fourth, did we?
Yeah.
And actually, if I'll actually throw this out, because I'm going to keep going into this actually, right? If we won third most of our games, what does that say about our defence if we still ain't made top four and we ain't finished third? If we've won the third most of our games, just asking, what does that say about our defence, right? If we can't get top four, though we've won the third amount of most games in the league last season, that just shows how shit our defence is, and yet apparently it's supposed to be the best in the league.
I know, and they also crow about an increased number of clean sheets. That just means that in the games you lost by more.
No. What he means by clean sheets is he managed not to knock one out every time he saw a defensive display.
There are lies,
I'm gonna get
lies, and there are statistics. What do you say?
Mate, I'm gonna get cancelled, I'm telling you. Fuck it, I couldn't care.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm in that mood, I couldn't give a fuck. Everyone thinks something like they're all having a go at me on fucking Twitter, so let's have a go, let's do it.
Yeah.
I just diverted it to YouTube.
Yeah, come at us. Let's be having you.
I haven't actually said anything that's really offensive yet.
Right. So,
I mean, honestly, stupid and dumb. Do you want to go run to your mummy?
Right. Yeah. So Chelsea beating City and signing Cucurella. I mean, Chelsea have a better signing, but Cancelo could be good. We'll see how things pan out.
Say that again, sorry.
No, what I'm saying is that City probably wanted Cucurella, but Chelsea signed him anyway. City do have Cancelo, who ironically has the number 7 shirt, which was vacated by Sterling. So Cancelo could be a decent signing, but Cucurella is absolutely. Yeah. I mean, it's amazing how all these clubs, I mean, Chelsea, as I said, have the knack of being able to have an eye for talent in places people wouldn't even look. It's like they're finding diamonds in the rough, or maybe they're already shined, but a little bit more shining will do them good. N'Golo Kante, Riyad Mahrez. I mean, Mahrez has gone to City, and that proves my point.
No, no. Just by the way, for people that don't know already, no, actually, I'm going to say this now. First off, in terms of the transfer streams next week, we should have a special guest coming on, Ben Jacobs. You might have seen him on the Football Terrace. He's going to be coming on next week to do a transfer show. Hopefully we get Joe Perry. Joe Perry said he'll come back on at some point, so I'm trying to get in contact with him to see that one out. Sorry. And then Oh yeah. Just also on the channel as well. Because this channel is obviously raises money for Children's Liver Disease Foundation. I've taken the decision that I don't want to hear the name George Best on this channel. The name George Best is banned on this channel, right? Because it spits in the face of everything that this channel does and represents and tries to represent. So yeah, and after what he did, which cost the lives of probably 4 kids, no, I don't want to hear it. It's simple. So there you go. But
Can we say George instead?
What?
Can we say George? Can we say George Worst instead?
Could do.
No, don't do anything by half. We will not mention that name again. I love you too much to go to do things by half. No.
Yeah, I just can't stand it anymore.
Yeah.
If I was Arteta, I would keep the money in pocket and just wait for handouts from Pep.
Yeah, and that's a nice segue into the third question there. He definitely needs more signings and wants more signings. Would it mean that Tielemans will join Arsenal? Oh yeah, Brighton getting 50 million for Ben White, 62 million for Cucurella, good business. Definitely.
Yeah.
I mean, Ben White's no diamond though. Ben White is no diamond.
I mean, 50. If we, what would you be said if you had got Lewis Dunk instead for 50 mil?
Dunk can bring the
Say
funk.
it wasn't Ben White, it was Lewis Dunk we got.
Wouldn't mind him. He brings the funk.
Okay. Okay. I would have said it was still a bit expensive, but it's better than Ben White.
Yeah. And again, you cannot spend that much money unless you are dead certain about their consistency and their quality. It's ridiculous. But let's get back to the third question. Arteta needs more signings. Would it mean that Tielemans will finally join Arsenal? I still have a lot of misgivings about this. I seriously think that, the way things have been dawdling, it might not happen. But clearly
I said from early time it won't happen. And then they'll come out and say it's Fabio Vieira. It's what they did last season. It's what they did last season, mate. I'm telling you. What was Basuma from Brighton as well? Yeah, he was Basuma from Brighton. Anyway, gonna move to Everton now. So James, if you're listening, do pipe up and listen to this. Conor, Coady, one of Wolves' main defenders as well, actually. So good deal this actually. Got him on a season-long loan, full agreement now signed. What do you make of this? I think this is quite a good move by Everton.
It is a good move. I mean, aside from the fact that when you take a look at the transfers they brought in a defensive midfielder, a centre-back, I mean two centre-backs now with Coady and Tarkowski, a left-back in Vinagre, a left winger in Dwight McNeil, another defensive midfielder in Bamen.
They've filtered this a lot already.
Yeah. A new goalkeeper in Howard, Virginia, who probably might be third goalkeeper. I mean, unless Begovic is gone. Another left back, but they don't have another striker, and Calvert-Lewin is still injured. So I really doubt who's going to get the goals for them with Richarlison now also gone. Will Gray have a role to play? I don't know. Defensively, yes, it's a fine signing. And it looks as though the only problem I have with the signing of Coady is that with so many defenders in their ranks, they could end up being, as Andy Gray once said of England in their 2002 World Cup squad, a bit bottom heavy, because they ended up signing Eriksen took 4 central defenders in that squad: Sol Campbell, Rio Ferdinand, Gareth Southgate, and Martin Keown. So it could be defensively. It will be good for them. It'll toughen them up, but they could be bottom heavy at times.
I'm shocked that Wolves agreed to let. Yeah, I was surprised Conor Coady would go from Wolves to be one. I thought it was their main defender, one of the main defenders. The fact we've lost Godfrey and Mina to injury It makes sense. I'm happy with the sign. I'll be if I was PSG, I'd be like doing cartwheels. Like, plus also, it's not the only signing he made as well. He made another signing as well.
Yep.
If I go back, Nana. This is not the goalkeeper, by the way. Oh, Nana. What's your name?
Nice one. It's Amadou Onana, the defensive midfielder from Lille.
Yes.
Lille. He signed for 30 million euros.
Yeah, 33 million euros. He will wear the number 8 in honour of hero Kobe Bryant, apparently. 33 million pound. We are close to bringing back Idrissa Gueye from PSG, but we need a striker desperately. Mate, like, what do you want? The whole fucking store? Like, mate, you're buying so many players. It's unreal. The list is endless with Everton at the minute. If you don't improve this season, I don't know what is going to happen. Like, if you ain't improved and you're not, that you should be nowhere near relegation this season. You shouldn't be near it, right? With the signings you made, you shouldn't be near it. If you're still near relegation by January, there's something wrong with your club. Seriously wrong. Seriously wrong. As for Nana, I'm very excited with the signing. I watched a few of Lille's games last season. Just what we need in the midfield, powerful, good on ball. I rate that. So it's gonna be tricky if we go to play Everton and Nana's playing. He's gonna be a handful with Partey and Xhaka in there. Hopefully, Tielemans will be there by then, but we can't guarantee that. But it's going to be a definite struggle for us in that area. So, as along with all the other signings that they've made. So, I would say things are looking very positive for Everton this season. And still, we've got, the 9th of August, that's 23 days left of the window. If we are involved in a relegation fight again, which is likely, then as fans, we've got to do anything to get the board out. I'll never, ever back them for what they've done. James, I completely salute you. I'm exactly like you, right? I am exactly like you. I cannot stand what the Conkies have done to my club. Right? Bro, under Arteta, we're going to I know this, by the way, I do know the Conkies have given us money and let us spend money, but still, right, for what they've done to my club and let them get into that state so we had to spend that much money to try and get us back to the top and then give us a manager that's got no clue what he's doing. Still, right, he's got to take responsibility. Bro, under Arteta, we are going to struggle to score as usual because we haven't improved on our attacking except by signing Jesus. Do you know what was really worrying about that game of Crystal Palace? Odegaard, right? What the fuck has gone on there, right? He's supposed to be the captain and he's not even getting on the ball. Like, it makes no sense, right?
Yeah.
And if I know what Arteta will do, Arteta will try and get him in the game by playing a different system, put him out wide right or right left, and he will have no impact on the game because he's so deep anyway. When he's an attacking midfielder and he's supposed to be behind the striker.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I do. There was even an occasion in the game where he had the chance to shoot for goal, but because it was on his weaker right foot, he thought he could just try and tap it to someone or maybe get himself to a better position, and the chance went begging. I mean, he's so incorrigibly left-footed. I can get that, but if he had just tried to heave it with his right foot, the very least he would have done was hit the target, force Guaita to make a save. It's like, for a guy who's supposed to be an attacking midfielder, he seems to be a little bit timid. I've always believed that there is some ability to him.
You need a powerful presence there as well, as much as a good, gifted player with vision. You need that Bergkamp was good at being just behind Henri because he was also powerful. Like
Yeah.
he had his inner core strength as well.
Agreed. I mean, he was able to push through people, and that classic goal
you
he
see the
scored
goal against Southampton in 97, 98, like about our second game of the season. Like, just shrugged off two defenders that are trying to grab him by his shirt. Just shrugged them off and then put it in the top bins.
Newcastle against St James's Park sort of weaved his way between a couple of defenders, slotted it past Shea Given. Classic.
No, you mean he sold that he did something to Dabbies that was so illegal it would have been uploaded to Pornhub.
Oh yeah.
Fucking, he got abused that day, especially when he came out before the game. Oh, I'm gonna mark him. Oh, I'm gonna do this. He's like, yeah, fuck you, mate. Yeah.
Well, that
real legend, real standards.
Yeah. Of course, though, that Greek bugger did go on to be a part of the squad that won Euro 2004. I don't think he even played a single minute in that tournament. Typical. And better still, that
mate, that's something Ben White would. Trying to tell you what, we won Euro 2020, right? These wankers on Twitter are going, Ben White is a European champion, and he's playing no fucking games. You know it.
Yeah. Of course, neither did Conor, Coady,
No. You see him win the penalty shootout. Look, Ben White's world champion, knocking one out.
Ridiculous.
Make sure my parents are not in the room if I'm on Twitter or knocking one out.
Yeah, and of course, I think nothing can beat that last-minute winner against the RGs in France '98. They knocked us out.
I'm sorry, I could just imagine it. Fucking hell.
Yeah. And of course, when it comes to Bergkamp's goals, that sumptuous winner against the RGs in France '98, perfect revenge.
Could you bear it? It'd be unbearable. Like, oh, fucking Ben White's this, he's that, he's worth 50 million, he's this, he's that. What did he do? He didn't do anything. He sat on the bench with his fucking arse on.
Yeah, you know what that reminds me of?
He did the best thing for the club. He did the best thing for England. Sit on his arse on the bench and do fuck all.
Oh yeah. It reminds me of David May with Manchester United in 1999. Didn't do much, but was at the head of the celebrations when they won in Barcelona, towering above everyone. They even had a chant for him at one time. David May, superstar. Bollocks.
Mate, it's like Grimaldi when he scored that like one goal that we won 1-0, and everyone was like, I mean, everyone's saying like Grimaldi should have a statue because we won the fucking double because of that. And I'm like, we would have won it in the next game, you fuck.
I get that. Right. So coming back to Santa, what you say about Odegaard is spot on. Because he doesn't really have that much heft with him, he can't really impose himself. Not like the way Bergkamp did. So
plus, we were playing around him.
Huh?
Most of our players played around him. It wasn't like played with him as a major link.
Oh yeah.
Everything was going through him. It was.
Yeah.
Usually,
with his.
Sorry, because usually what I would do is I would use him to move here, there, and everywhere. But I would also mix it up so he can go to the wing, so it misses him completely, right? So it gives defenders a real headache of what we're doing every single time, right?
Agreed.
Instead of playing it all from one player, because then it just makes it easy. Just mark Odegaard and that's it. We're fucked. Right?
Agreed.
But the thing is that we decided just to throw out that whole game for a Crystal Palace game. Now, it may be because it was just that one particular game, and it's that type of game that he can't get involved in. But it is worrying that we managed to just play around him and literally play with 10 men. Right? Yeah. And still managed to beat it. Because that's pretty much how it felt all game. And
in many ways. In many ways. And that is why signing Tim is crucial, because at least, with a guy like him, with the experience he has and how he moves, he'd be a lot more imposing in some ways.
He'd bring the ball forward to help supply Odegaard. We can then supply it out to the wing or to Jesus, right? Because Tielemans has got that power and presence to win the ball forward. Remember, he won the ball, and then to Granit Xhaka, being Granit Xhaka, who they all love, by the way, right? It's just sitting there looking at him while he's running. Oh yeah, I'll let you score, mate. Go on. Like, he's sitting there running alongside him, and I'm like, gonna tackle? No, you're gonna let him score. No. Right?
You know what I call
How
him?
many
the Swiss
times? How many
cheese.
times has Xhaka done that? How many times has Xhaka just sit there and gone like that, run with the defender like that? Go on, I bet I can get there first. Go on, go on. Honestly,
You know why I call him Swiss cheese? Full of holes. And the fans who
Yeah.
love him are cheesy themselves. Go figure.
yeah. What annoys me about Odegaard is that he plays it safe, so he doesn't get low passing rate when he could be taking a chance to push up the ball up the field. Yeah, he's got to play safe. You know, like hanging off the edge of Gibraltar, he's got to make sure he's on his safety lines.
Exactly. Yeah.
Oh, mate.
He's being treated with kid gloves. He needs to step up and be a bit of a man. He's really got to impose himself. I mean, he was only given it seems clear that he was only given the captaincy because there was no other viable option. Not even Thomas Partey? I can't agree with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm trying to see what else is here.
Oh, yeah. Leipzig looking to re-sign Chelsea striker Timo Werner. Hopefully that goes through.
Craig just got the new away shirt as a birthday present, apparently. Right. Big up, mate. I couldn't resist, to be honest. But I paid it on eBay, and I've got the receipt to prove it. So my money hasn't gone to the club at all.
Beautiful, beautiful.
And if people say, yeah, well, he's still kind of going to it, and he'll say, yeah, 30 quid. Which they get a small percentage of, which is, what, not a lot.
Yeah.
So there you go. But there you go. Let's see what else is floating around here. I don't think there's much else on about, to be honest.
No, we do have Werner possibly re-signing for Leipzig. Yeah,
Werner looks like he's going to be joining back Leipzig after. Well, actually, no, I saw that, didn't I, on Fabrizio's DM? Sorry.
Yeah, you did, but we didn't really talk much about it. It would be a good move for him, and I hope it goes ahead. But there are a couple of stories. I found this one on BBC.
There you go. Found it. Right. Timo Werner has signed the contract as a new RB Leipzig player. He leaves just. Could this open the door to maybe try and tempt Andre Silva or someone out of that club if we got top 4 this season? I'll tell you what, I really fucking want Luke up.
It could. I mean, I don't know. We'll have to see about it. I mean, hopefully, Chelsea are so blessed with striking options that they can afford to let Werner leave. And obviously, his returns.
Mate, they're exactly missing out in chances, are they? They're not massive missing out in their conversion rate, are they?
Not really. As I said, with that conversion rate, he wasn't pulling up trees, and his returns for Leipzig were so much better. So it makes more sense for both parties. So,
mate, as soon as Bellerin announced that, we were never scoring goals. We were never winning games and scoring goals. Right.
Still got Ben White, You never know.
Oh, fuck me.
White being white, it will be all right on the night for them.
No, White will always be shy on the night.
Yes, but it will be all right on the night for the strikers.
Okay. Apparently. Be all right for them.
Exactly. Yeah. So,
one more question. I'm going to ask one more question, and I'm going to wrap it up because, like I said, I didn't want it to be too long, and then I need to get some sleep. My stomach's killing me. Actually.
Yeah, it isn't going to get too long. But yeah, there are a couple of snippets I found on BBC Sport. I'll just share them quickly with you. But you answer this question first. He's always passing the ball back.
You noticed he's always passing the ball backwards as an attacking midfielder. Who does that? No one. Only Arsenal, because it's all about how many passes he can do.
Oh, there is another person who does that. Goes by the name of Granit Xhaka.
Oh, yeah. He never passes for that one.
2 peas in a freaking pot.
I know.
Yeah, right. So I will share a couple more snippets from BBC World Sport. It won't take very long, I promise you. Not even more than 2 minutes. It looks as though that Leeds United have increased their goalkeeping strength by signing FA Cup winner Joel Robles on a free transfer. He played with.
Don't tell me he's another FA Cup winner who did absolutely fuck all.
Yeah. I mean, that FA Cup win will be his greatest achievement, but he wasn't even playing in the better team when they won the Copa del Rey. While Bellerin was starting, it was Claudio Bravo, Manchester City reject. So they signed him for on a free transfer. He's agreed a 1-year deal. He'll provide competition for Meslier and Clayson. We'll see how that works. I really don't know. I don't see that working too well. If he's lucky, he'll make the bench, although we never know what can happen. And later stuff, there is a possibility that Issa Diop could be moving from West Ham to Fulham, another cross-city transfer from east to the west of London. That he had signed a 5-year contract in 2018, but he's been pushed down the pecking following the arrivals of Zuma and Dawson.
Yeah.
So this could be a good move for him. A fee's been accepted. Yeah?
Cool. Yeah, definitely. I'll look more into that probably the next show. But my stomach is actually slightly really hurt.
Absolutely. So that's pretty much it.
It's probably what's left from the infusion yesterday. So, I might have
so maybe we'll include this in the next show, but if you want to get some rest, by all means, go ahead. Yeah.
I will get some rest. By the way, guys, if tonight doesn't go ahead, it will definitely be on tomorrow night. Okay. It will be on tomorrow night if it's not going ahead tonight.
Perfect.
Right. Okay. Make sure just let everyone know that right before I go. Manny, where can I find you?
Well, you can find me on Twitter. Hopefully, I'm not going to be, chased by these stupid Arteta in sharks again. The idea is Fangatheray 1981. On a more personal note, you can catch me on Instagram. Manny Fangatheray 1981. You can also find me here on YouTube, chewing the fat with my dear friend Mr. Featley, and on a few other channels like Del Boy Gunner TV. You're seeing a lot more of me these days. I love floating around and just being me. I only hope that I'm welcome everywhere I go. And as long as I'm welcome, I'm always happy.
Wicked. Make sure you go and check him out on Twitter and Instagram as well. And tell some of these bloody Arteta wankers that they haven't got a clue what they're talking about. Anyway, make sure you hit the like button, hit the share button, hit the subscribe button. Thanks to everyone that has subscribed recently and everyone who continues to do so. As usual, I will, like I said, be either back tonight at 8 p.m. or I will be back definitely tomorrow night. Okay? So, big up, everyone. Stay safe, stay well, and we'll see you soon.